Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Ascendant. Welcome to Reigning Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. It truly does help the channel grow. For those returning, thank you for all your support. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, so beforehand, I pre-shuffled the cards and blessed the cards. So we'll just do a quick prayer and then we'll get right into your reading there, Scorpio. Okay. God, Goddesses, Universe, help me to be of service to Scorpio. Help me share with them thoughts and ideas that will make them happy, healed, and the best versions of themselves. Okay, so I drew one from the Energy Oracle, one from Divine Messages, one from the Goddess of Love, one from your Guardian Angels. For the Tarot, we're using the Angel Wisdom Tarot. With clarifiers, we are using the Animal Spirit Guides. Okay. And at the beginning, if there's a question that you need answering or somewhat during the reading, I will answer that at the end of the reading with the angel answers. So Scorpio, we'll get right into the reading. And for an overall energy, you received the Angel of Balance. Okay, and that is the number 48 card. So this it's about being centered, self-honoring in your choices there, Scorpio. The loving presence holds a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Although things may have been out of sync in the past, Scorpio, this card is telling you that a greater equilibrium is now coming into your life. So remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. Okay, and you got to be aware of the energy vampires, and balancing yourself every day is, even if they take 5-10 minutes out of the day, and get centered, right? And it's like anything in life, if you're feeling disarray, just stop, take a deep breath, and focus, right? Um, it's healthier, right, than living in your head. Okay, so for an affirmation there, Scorpio, is I live a balanced and centered life. As I care for myself, the universe cares for me also. So I have a balanced and centered life. As I care for myself, the universe cares for me also, and so it is. Okay, so the next card is I drew from was divine from the Divine Messages. Okay, and from that deck you received the number 29. Okay, and this card is about speaking your truth. Okay, so Scorpio, it's time to speak your truth. You no longer need to hold back what you have to say for fear of what others may think. You're being asked to speak up and share your feelings, your wisdom, and whatever is on your mind. When you have something to say yet hold your words back through fear, you create a blockage in your energy and in life. So speak up. Whatever you have to say is important and worth being heard. If you're a public speaker or have a desire to speak publicly, this card encourages you to use your voice and claim your power. And we know the Scorpio likes to sting, and at times people think it's harsh, and people may get offended, but Scorpio, it's in your blood, it's in your veins, and there's not too many passive Scorpions. So, but yeah, it's about speaking how you feel and owning it, and just being the beautiful Scorpio you are, right? And that's why people love you. And the ones that don't, fuck them, right? That's what I say. Excuse my language. Okay, so I also drew one from the Goddess of Love. Okay, this is kind of a fairly new deck, but I quite enjoy it. It has some good messages to it. So you received Ignite. Okay, release your potential. Okay, and that is the number 25 card. So wake up, Scorpio. Do you hear her call? Bridget is here to relight your inner flame. As a young child, your light shone so brightly, and life was full of possibilities and potential. But as you grew up, the challenges and setbacks you experienced have dimmed your light. So perhaps things feel less possible now, and the road ahead seems steep and strewn with boulders. But fear not, for Bridget comes to you now, bringing her flame of passion, of courage, and of power. There, Scorpio. It can ignite your zest for life, and it can fill you with enthusiasm, love, and joy for life. It can make you feel like a child again. Okay. Um, so just as nature rests during the winter months and reawakens in the spring, you can emerge from a darker place and step into the light, Scorpio. Okay. Bridget's spark can relate the fire of potential within yourself. So let her guide you. To begin with, she may encourage you to make just small changes in your life. But like tiny buds that appear on barren branches in the spring, there is a huge potential in these small things. Okay, Scorpio? Her inspiration can light your way ahead, allowing you to think in a creative way and opening the door to wonderful possibilities. Bridget is offering you the flame of love. Are you ready to have love in your life? Right? Sometimes we get scarred throughout life, and we're in relationships, and people aren't always the nicest at times, and people get hurt in relationships, and the ones that say the odd people will get into a relationship and have that one relationship, and they're with them for the rest of their lives, and that's wonderful. But don't hold yourself back from love due to past relationships where you've been hurt, or because the person you're with isn't that person, right? So I know it's hard to let go and it's hard to trust, but your intuition, if you truly look inside your heart and you, your heart will tell you, right? Your heart's never going to lie to you. Right? You may lie to yourself, but your heart will never lie to you. Okay, so also I grabbed one from our guardian angels, and you received the number 11, angel of encouragement. Okay, so you received this card, Scorpio, because your angel of encouragement has heard your cries for assistance. So don't be surprised if you hear whispers from your angels standing by your side, offering you encouragement and guidance from the angelic realms. Your angel knows only too well sometimes we as humans can lack confidence in ourselves, and we worry and question our worthiness in the world. Your angel doesn't want you focusing on the things you feel lack within yourself. He wants you to focus on the gifts that you possess. So have you ever truly thought about your hidden gifts or talents, Scorpio? I am sure that the answer to this question is no. So, you can write a list of the things that you're good at or the areas in your life where you show compassion to others. So, for example, I'm a good listener, I'm a good friend, I'm compassionate and caring, I'm a hard worker, I always finish things I begin, which is truly a Scorpio. I love my family. So now that you have thought about the things that you're good at, think about the things that you need encouragement with. Ask for support from the angel of encouragement. So Scorpio, you may also receive this card to remind you that a friend or family member would also benefit by being assisted. If this is the case, you simply communicate this to your angel of encouragement, and he will do his best to assist you. So you or a family friend member need assistance with any issues with education, work, health, love, life, or even family issues. Focus on what the issue is, and then and call in the angel for support, hope, and guidance. Okay. So encouragement can come in many forms, or in the form of like words, dreams, messages, symbols, synchronicities, feelings, or any other subtle means from your angel of encouragement. Okay, so we need to look for those some synchronicities, and just be aware of that. And you see uh, certain numbers. You're waking up at a certain time every day, or every time you look at the clock, it's this certain time, right? So pay attention to those things. Okay, so for an affirmation, I am being guided by my angel of encouragement He is helping me to realize that I possess everything I need within myself to achieve my goals. And so it is. Right on. There's Scorpio. Yeah, I just kind of like to do those, just like set of cards there, just because we get a overall kind of idea where Scorpio's kind of sitting and the energy that he or she's in, and yeah, kind of gets the overall mood, I think, I guess. So, anyways, for the tarot, we're using the Angel Wisdom Tarot, as well as the your Animal Spirit Guides for clarifiers. So we're doing a five-card spread, and in the first position is your current situation, and you receive the Queen of Earth. Okay. So generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful. A loved one, a love of family and home. Be practical about how you proceed. A love of art and beauty. A sensible approach. Okay, show you that right there. Okay, so Scorpio. Um, so basically, your current situation of the four pairs of queens and kings among the court cards, the most alike are the queen and the king of earth. Okay, so you're pretty much in lockstep with one another in regards to what matters to each of you and how you see the world. So do you remember though that no queen and king of a particular suit are necessarily married to one another? Still, the queen and the king of earth seem more like a couple than others. So as the queen, you are a caring, warm, stylish, and genius, and extremely creative. You're an amazing manifester, which is good since you do tend to make a lot of money and then spend every last penny. Good thing the king is rich. You have a gift for design and decorating. Your love of nature transforms over to the ability of to arrange flowers like a pro. In fact, everything about your surroundings is gorgeous. You love beauty and art and the best food and the most luxurious of surroundings. You can spot quality from a mile away, but that doesn't make you shallow. Your main focus in life is your spouse and children and your home and the environment. You share the Queen of Water's desire to nurture everyone, right? And Scorpios, they love to nurture. The difference is that you make sure your needs are met too. So you care about your appearance, so nice clothing, physical fitness, and regular beauty treatments with your physician are a must, okay? So, Scorpio, though, just to be aware, there's more ways than one way to do things. And a date is Scorpio, so I know the amount of time she likes to go shopping and what she likes to spend it on, and how much she likes to spend. The dollar stores like going to freaking Rodeo Drive. It ends up being like the bill ends up being so much. It's hilarious. So, additional meaning to this card, Scorpio, it can be the ability to make anything more beautiful. You are very talented, and you do have many different talents that you um, yeah, like when you do something, you turn it into something, always something very beautiful, and but you sometimes you lack the you can you how do I say it? You Scorpios, they like to they don't like to get credit for what they've done. Right? They know it's beautiful. They like the credit, but they don't exactly. They'll shrug it down, saying, "Oh, well, are you sure? Is it that good? Is it, and you have so many talents, and you have to believe in yourself and believe in the talents that you have, and they will blossom. That's for sure. And the more you believe in yourself, and the more that you believe in what you're doing, right? Because it's what you do, right? No matter what other people think, it's if it's you liking it makes it more beautiful, right? And yeah. So for a clarifier, sorry about that, I just got off topic there. You have the ladybug. And this is the time for good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all good things in your life. Okay, Scorps. This is the time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all good things in your life, right? There we go. This is an auspicious time for you, one that is extraordinarily powerful. You'll find that everything goes very smoothly with little effort on your part, Scorpio. Your thoughts will be manifesting much more quickly, so be observant and careful about what you're thinking. If you lapse into thinking about what you lack or what's missing. Remind yourself of all things in your life, food, shelter, loved ones, or even the gift of life itself for which you are grateful. Right? Gratitude is the key to continually receiving good fortune, joy, and abundance. Okay? And I gotta say that again. Gratitude is the key to continually receiving good fortune, joy, and abundance. Be willing not only to ask for, but also to graciously receive and accept all that comes your way. A little bit of gratitude, a little bit of thanks, a little bit of humility. So ask for whatever you want. Then imagine already having that which you requested. Can you feel what it's like when you think of having it already? Notice any conditioned or habitual thought pattern that may interfere with your acceptance of what you're asking for. If this happens, return your attention to thoughts of gratitude. In fact, express your thankfulness as if it had already manifested, and continue to monitor any thinking that would otherwise block you from receiving it, Scorpio. If you ask for something and then negate it with insurmountable disbelief, the result you get will be the same as if you hadn't even asked, Scorps, okay? So ask and then be willing to receive it. And it's that old saying, if you think positively, and even though it's hard sometimes, positive things will happen to you. You hang around bad people, bad things usually happen to you, right? The law of attraction, right? Okay, so um, like I said, a little bit of gratitude and a little bit of humility and a little bit of thanks, right? Thanks, humility, and be willing to ask for it, right? You can't if you don't ask for it, you can't receive, right? Okay, that's smart. So for your second position, it is your desires. Okay, and for that, you received, look at that, the World card. A brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. Okay, so Archangel Jophiel is here to help you celebrate your amazing success. Rose petals rain down upon you as a reminder that you are a perfect child of the divine. Wholeness, completion, epiphany. Okay, these are the words that describe the world card. It's a time of joyful peace or spiritual insight. So there are reasons to celebrate there, Scorpio. So metaphorically, the world represents a life that can has been brilliantly lived, but it can just as easily be a project you successfully completed or the attainment of spiritual enlightenment. So, Scorps, imagine your guardian angels are, and all of the angels are giving you a round of applause and jumping on for joy on your behalf. Okay, when you have the magic touch at this time, you'll be able to either repeat past happy experiences or create brand new ones. The choice is yours. However, in the meantime, add your own applause to the chorus of angels. Bravo, Scorpio. Okay. So, the world card to me is, it's a journey that has a joyful and great achievements. A sense of completion, right? Okay. So for a clarifier for that, for the world card, Scorpio, you received the cat. Okay, and it says the time to strike out on your own and relinquish your overdependency on others. Okay, so it's so easy to slip into like comfortable dependency with anything or anyone, right? From simple dependencies that can be healthy or restorative, such as daily exercise, to destructive and hardcore dependencies, such as addiction. You may find yourself so totally hooked on another person that you lose yourself, always turning to that individual to either make decisions for you or to validate your own. This can apply to organizations or institutions as well. Those dependencies that you're most familiar with are most likely born out of habit rather than conscious choice. So to make truly autonomous decisions, don't get caught up in the polarities of being dependent or independent. Okay, instead make those choices from a place where you maintain your own authority and power, Scorpio, and accept 100% responsibility for those choices and their consequences. So, Scorps, now is the time to review the people and the things upon which you excessively or habitually dependent. Step back from them and identify the areas where you need to make some adjustments and act accordingly, okay? Practice setting boundaries, asking for what you want, and making decisions based on your own internal authority and autonomy, okay? All right, there's Scorps. So, I'll put that down here. For your third position is your helpful messages, okay? And you receive one of air, okay? Ace of air. Brilliant ideas that may need refinement, overcoming obstacles and faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and consciously and remain objective, okay? So the Ace of Air is Scorps is sometimes things get off to a bumpy start, but that doesn't mean that you should just give up. Pay close attention to the ways in which your plans, uh, the ways in which your plans didn't go as expected. These are messages from your angels about how to improve your strategy. The Ace of Air isn't a no card. It's more about refining your methods or your intentions in ways that take your plans from so-so to excellent, okay? Be receptive to these messages, and the challenges you face will disappear. Okay. This card also asks that you communicate very clearly when sharing ideas with others. If your question was about whether to implement a new idea you come up with, the Ace of Air says yes. So just remember that it will probably be necessary to perfect your plans over time. Um, so this is a time to begin a new journey, like a new journey is upon you. Although sometimes it's difficult to see the right path, allow Archangel Shamuel to uh, ask him for clear perspective to provide an awakening of what to do next. Okay, and it's just like we had the World card prior to that, right? And it's about you know, um, you know, uh, new beginnings and seeing that long-term goals, overcoming obstacles, finding inspiration, long-term goals, right? So just ask for, like you said, ask Archangel Samuel or any of your angels, and they're always there to help you and guide you, just as long as as well as your spirit guides and the divine. They're all there for to help us along our path and to you know protect us, right? And you're a child of the divine. You're divinely protected, right? So for clarifier, you received the Falcon, okay? And it says act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. Evocation, yeah, evocation. So Providence is on your side there, Scorpio, and the opportunity that has been presented to you is congruent with your soul's purpose. Even if you don't feel fully prepared or have doubts in the ability to manage your complexities that are inherent in your tackling these ventures, dive in anyways, okay? You'll be pleasantly surprised by the support that will come to you in unexpected ways, Scorp. All it takes is the willingness on your part to continue on a steady course wholeheartedly, while at the same time being open to changes in the direction that the winds are blowing. So it's important, Scorps, to stay focused on the goal that's ahead of you while also remaining mindful of the purpose of your mission. So commit to your mission 100% and fulfill that commitment to the best of your ability. This isn't a time for analysis or introspection or retreat, but it's a time for action. So as you respond to the opportunity that's before you, be willing to adjust course of action as the need dictates, right? While at the same time you're moving steadily forward towards your goal. So you can deal with whatever concerns come up without being distracted by them and without straying from the path that you're on, Scorpio. Okay. So for your fourth position there, Scorpio, is your challenges. Okay. And I'll throw this over here. And for your challenges, you received the Four of Earth, and it says managing resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions, smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, being charitable. Okay. So the Four of Earth is a duality card, Scorpio, in which the message is generally black or white, rarely gray. Okay. So due to the suit's material focus, this card most often means either spending too much money or being too cautious with it. So Scorpio, spending too much can lead to debt, financial instability, and the energy of the ego card, where your focus becomes all but acquiring stuff. So spending too little on the other end and being overly cautious with your money can make you miserly and unhappy. So it's important to give to charity and help those in need. The message here might also be a reminder that you can't take it with you, so why not spend some of it uh, of the hoarded cash of things that will make you or those that you love happy, right? So, however, the card doesn't have to do it doesn't always have to do with have a financial meaning behind it, also, right? So, it can also reflect trying too hard or not trying at all, loving too much or not enough, right? Scorpio, you're either all in or you're out, right? You score in a Scorpio, and you might as well just all you're going to see is the tail end of them, right after they sting you. So it's about the ways in which energy of all types can be taken to either extreme, right? So, um, like you were saying, loving too much or not enough, and trying too hard or not trying at all. Okay, so kind of you got to get that like we in the beginning of the reading, talking about balancing yourself, and that means not just in your life, but in your with your relationships and your friendships, and with everything, right? It's like what's going on with Earth right now, right? It's so out of equal balance. It's so out of balance from the fracking and the cutting down of the trees and the polluting and this and that. That finally Mother Earth is fighting back and she's cleansing herself, right? Trying to balance everything, and we just can't seem to figure that out. Okay, there, Smirps. So for a clarifier for challenges for the Four of Earth, you receive the Roadrunner, and that's keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Okay, so it's so tempting to view life in all of its many manifestations and permutations and violations as something to be taken quite seriously. Yet, this is exactly the opposite of what you need right now. No matter what the situation, look for the humor in it. It may take time to find something, but if you look for it with the attitude in mind, you begin to see absurdities and ironies inherent in whatever shows up in your life, even the seemingly darkest circumstances. Maintaining a healthy sense of humor, Scorps, about most experiences causes you to be lighter in spirit. So smile unabashedly and to appreciate life that much more, right? So turn that scowl upside down by doing what makes you openly laugh, right? Of course, there are certain times that require more serious demeanor. Tragedies or traumatic experiences don't call for cheerfulness or humor. When these events occur, appropriate social restrictions apply that demand the expression of emotions congruent with the circumstances, right? So, however, these incidences are temporary and, like all things, will soon pass, okay? So, Scorps, other than these kinds of situations, life's ironies and absurdities are abound. Rather than feeling personally victimized by these vagaries, um, take a deep breath, see the humor in the situation, and have a good laugh, right? And sometimes it's we got to look at a situation and just not only laugh at something, just what I mean, like what am I going to do, and just shrug it off and laugh it off, right? You got to be able to laugh at yourself as well, right? Uh, don't take life so serious too much, right? And yeah, we only got one of them, so we might as well live it the best we can. Okay, so finally, for your outcome there, Scorpio, you received the Page of Water. So sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. You got the little dolphin and the mermaid there. And Scorpio is a water sign. Okay, so your situation, given that pages tend to be the first to get a glimpse of something coming, and the suit of water is about emotion and intuition, you can probably take a wild guess on what's on its way. But that's right, a new emotional experience. Most often, this art indicates a new romantic relationship, but can just as easily be an unusually close friendship or some other deep emotional experience that conjures feelings of affection. If you're already in a relationship, Scorpio, watch for it to experience a resurgence of or a move to the next level. As the page water, you embody everything you might remember about new love. You're excited but shy, innocent but optimistic, and open-hearted but also afraid. So frankly, you're a hopeless romantic and you know it. As the page of water, you communicate the only way you know how, from the heart. If someone tries to talk to you from the intellect, you'll just look at them as though they're speaking in a foreign tongue because too often they are. If you give someone a hug, it will be so heartfelt that they'll be almost overwhelmed. This card can also indicate the beginning of or expansion of intuitive gifts and psychic experiences. So pay attention to the messages you're receiving right now, there, Scorps. So try to be cautious with your heart, lest you get hurt unnecessarily. Okay, don't take everything personally, and don't always wait for someone to reach out to you first, there, Scorpio. Take an emotional risk. You might learn something, and we know Scorpios know everything but you, right? I'm just teasing. So you know, what was I gonna say here? Additional meanings to this card can also be a social invitation, showing your feelings, confidential information, artistic projects, interpreting dreams, right? Your psychic abilities are enhancing at this time. Okay, so for a clarifier there, Scorpio, you receive the weasel. Okay, it says be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and psychic feelings what is happening inside and all around you. All right, cool. Okay, so like it says, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So, Scorps, take a deep breath and release it slowly, then take another and another. Continue to breathe steadily and slowly from your belly to your chest. Breathing is a way that will keep you attuned to what you feel in your body. Notice the sensations without judging or trying to change them. Be aware of how your body responds to what you see, what you hear, and what you feel around you. Don't judge any of your experiences as right or wrong. If you find that you're doing so, take a deep breath, release the judgments as you exhale, and return to simply observing your experience inside and out. When you practice this way of observing, you're operating from a pure awareness or the witness self, the self that radiates through and fills your being. It's a self that feels a deep connection with the world as a participant, while at the same time is centered in the observer. Operating this way for a few minutes each day becomes a meditation and it will stimulate the realization of the unity of all life, with you serving as a direct conduct and expression of spirit. Whenever you're connected to spirit, the natural world speaks to you and you become sensitive to the energies of the earth. So awareness without meditation or judgment, centered in your heart and your soul, always you to know your authentic self without attaching concepts about who you are. Pure you, Scorpio. Okay. Okay, so that's it for your reading there, Scorpio. And like I said at the beginning of the reading, if you had a question that you needed answered, I would answer it for you. And I drew a card from the Angel Answers. Okay. So the answer to your question is romance. Okay. So this card, Scorpio, is saying a very important relationship is about to enter or has recently entered your life. This is the romance you've been waiting for. Like all partnerships, there are many ups and downs, but don't let that deter you or shake your confidence. Have faith that love is coming into your life to stay. If your question was about a current relationship, you can expect the parties to become closer to one another. Past disagreements will fade away and trust will grow. All relationships have peaks and valleys. This card indicates an upward movement to a new level of dedication and intimacy. This can include engagement, marriage, or a form of recommitment to one another. And what a beautiful ending. Okay, Sparks. I truly hope that you liked the reading, and hopefully some of it resonated with you. If whatever didn't, wasn't meant for you at that moment. And thanks for sticking around. Thanks for supporting the channel, and I hope you have a great week and a great weekend. And namaste.